Hey guys, my name is Aiden Wolf. I'm a trainee professional wrestler from Korean, Northern Ireland, and James has politely asked me to come onto his channel to do some predictions for Wrestlemania. So here goes. So first up of the night is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I don't really think there's anyone that specifically has more of a chance over anyone else than winning this, but I'd say who I would like to win is probably Andrade Cien Almas, just for the sheer fact of I think it could really boost him and give him something actually meaningful, which he's kind of been needing since he moved up. Second, we have the Women's Battle Royal, or whatever they're calling it this year. I have no clue. For sure, I'd say Asuka. She's been cheated so bad with this Charlotte winning. It's, I understand why they did it to make the main event look bigger, but it's like they didn't need it. The main event was already huge with Becky and Ronda. You didn't, and Charlotte. You didn't need to do the both championships. It wasn't really necessary, but I'd say they give Asuka this. Like, I hope they do. I hope Asuka wins this. It gives her something rather than just kind of looking a bit bad. I don't know. Right. So third up we have Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor. I'd say for sure Finn's gonna win this one. Just for the sheer fact he's our boy, I guess. Irish, I don't know. And he's absolutely class. So I hope he does kind of get this for something. But then at the same time, I'm a big fan of what Leo Rush is doing with Bobby, and I'm not the biggest fan of Lashley, but for sure Leo Rush deserves something like this. To give him something to do. Excuse all that stuff in the back, by the way. Fourth, we have Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese. In this match, I'm for sure going definitely Buddy Murphy. I'd say he's been so incredible on 205 Live. It's since Neville moved away, Pac or whatever, moved to left. There wasn't really anyone stepping up. Like Cedric for sure stepped up, and Mustafa, but other than that, there wasn't much. And Buddy has really took that championship and made it something special. So I hope it's Buddy that wins. Next up we got AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. I'm not really sure what they're doing this match. Don't get me wrong, it's a good match and it should be really good, wrestling wise, but the story hasn't really excited me, I suppose. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go for AJ. No real reason other than it's AJ Styles, and I don't know, AJ Styles should just win, I guess. Bayley and Sasha. Oh, next up we got the Women's Tag Team Championship match. Bayley and Sasha versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya, Nia Jackson, Tamina, and the Iconics. It's gotta be the best, it's gotta be the Iconics. They're the best, They're the only actual team, the other ones have kind of just been put together to make something. The Iconics have been a team since the start, and I find that really cool, and I think they should do it. Realistically, they're the only real team per se in WWE, so yeah, for sure. Next up we got Shane McMahon versus The Miz. Once again, another match that I'm not really that invested into. I don't know. I like Shane McMahon, but it doesn't need to be in every WrestleMania, when there's space for any other type of match. But whatever. But for sure, I'd say The Miz. I want him to kind of come off this and do something big for after. Hopefully he can get a championship from a certain someone that I hope wins the championship. Spoiler for later. Yeah, so I hope The Miz that wins that one. Next up, we got the United States Championship match between Samoa Joe and Rey Mysterio. Now, for this one, it was really tricky. It's a match that I really liked the look of, and I've wanted to see since I was a kid, like early TNA, like both these guys were probably, like Ray is definitely my favourite in WWE, and Joe was like up there with like Kurt, my favourite in TNA. And for this match, I'd say Rey Mysterio. You know, never know. Maybe his son Dominic will get involved. That could be pretty cool. You know, fly in there, hit a class 3619, unreal. So many matches. Next is Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. What's the point? It's not really a match that I want to see, or most people want to see for Kurt's last, if it is his last match, really. But you know, you know what? Actually, no. I'm gonna go for Baron. I think WWE really like Baron, and I think they want to give him something. And I feel like this could really boost him, or it could really kind of just be like, meh. Okay, like, you know, I hope it boosts him because I really do like Baron Corbin. But it's like, is he really the guy to retire Kurt Angle? I don't know. I don't think so. But you know, I'm gonna go for Baron Corbin. Okay, for the next one, Triple H versus Batista, I think would be the next one. No clue. Given the stipulation, I'd actually say Batista. I feel like Batista wants to probably wrestle more than he has and actually have a bit more of a comeback. Triple H, this is the one that I think could really go either way. That was really close. I'm sorry. There's not much distance. There's not much really things you could divide them in. Who's gonna win this match? And you know, both guys are absolute tanks. Like, you know, you can't really. I don't know. This one, yeah, I'll go Batista. I'd say Batista wants to do more, and I hope they can give him more. And after what's really happened in the last few matches, I don't really see Triple H wanting to wrestle much more. I hope he doesn't. Like, it's kind of got to the point now where it's like just WrestleMania and maybe SummerSlam, and it's not Triple H. Triple H is the guy. Like, Triple H is the dude. He shouldn't really be having to do that. Okay, sorry about that. So anyway, next we got probably my most looked forward to match of the night for sure. Either that or the main. Daniel versus Kofi for the WWE Championship. Now, I'm really, really looking forward to this match. I think I was probably on the Kofi train long before the Kofi Mania was a thing, or I always thought, you know, one of those guys, mainly, like, to be honest, I really liked Xavier. I wanted Xavier to get a chance for something big, but I wouldn't complain if it was any three of them. And Kofi's definitely the guy I think deserves, out of anyone in the company, really, other than like Gold Dust or someone like that, to win the championship. The guy's been around grafting for so long, putting on match after match after match. Everything's been great, but he's never really been looked at as someone who could do that by the fans or anyone. But I think as soon as the fans got behind him, they saw something that maybe they didn't see before. And I think for sure Kofi should win this one. I hope so. I really do hope, because if not, then for me anyway, if I'm watching that show and Kofi doesn't win, like, I'm disappointed. I'm not going to be as entertained by anything else that happens that night. Simple as, like, I'm just not. Like, I really want to see him win this, and if he doesn't, like, it's okay, but it's, I don't know. Okay, so next we got Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins. I'll see Seth Rollins. I haven't seen Brock Lesnar once. Like, fair enough, I don't watch every Raw or SmackDown, but the guy's not about. He's not interested. Like, and to be honest, I'd much rather see him in UFC to see what he can do there, and if he can still cut it in UFC with his I think his stomach problems. I'm not sure. It's like diverticulitis or something. I don't know. So yeah, I hope Seth wins it. Like, I don't see why they wouldn't do that. Like, in all honesty, like, I don't really know why they would keep it on Brock. Like, there's just not much need for it, really. So last but definitely not least is Becky versus Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte for both the women's championships. Like, going into this, I definitely thought like they'll just give it to Ronda and that'll be it, and Ronda will be the one that gets it. But when Becky won the I can't remember what it was, but Becky done something on Raw like a few weeks ago, and I was just like, I'd love to see Becky win that. Like, it would be class, especially the whole Irish thing. Like, it'd be really, really cool. And a city like New York, where there is so many Irish people, like I don't see why they wouldn't do it. But then you got the people that say Charlotte, and Charlotte would make a great, better story, and you know she'd have so much heat and blah blah blah. But like, if they are just gonna do like a feel good WrestleMania with Kofi and you know everything else and Seth, you know, I think for sure they gotta give the Becky. Like, everyone wants to see Becky win. Like, she for me is the I'd say for me she is definitely the most over woman superstar there's ever been. 100%. There's never been a woman that's been that kind of mainstream, and it's so good to finally see. So yeah, hopefully that's it. So yeah, that'll be it for today. I hope I get some of them right. James is probably gonna absolutely smash me, to be honest. Like, I don't think I'm gonna get many right. I'm a hoper. What can I say? If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm AidenWolf17 at AidenWolf17. Yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for having me on, James. I hope I get some right. Maybe not. But thanks anyway, man. See you later. Bye.